Hi, everybody. It's Lynn McTaggart. Welcome back to my intention experiment, our weekly get together where we intend for all sorts of things that are happening that are tumultuous in this world. And before I begin, I wanted to just say that while we plan to do an intention to heal the fear that we all have about stepping out with coronavirus. With the recent events in Beirut, I thought we would do an intention for the people there who have endured this extraordinary and unprecedented explosion that practically looked like a nuclear explosion, a nuclear bomb. I thought we'd intend for the victims to try to lower the deaths, to intend for uh, the not only the injured, but the families of the deceased. And so we'll be doing that toward the end of this little live broadcast. But I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about intention today because I get loads of questions from people all the time saying how to do intention. I do this, or I have to, should I call in angels? Do I need to have exactly 8 in my group? How many people does it require to really make a shift in the world? And what about phrasing? How do I say intention for relationships versus for money? And can I use intention to change somebody else's bad habits? How specific should I be about things, or should I just let the universe decide? I mean, these are just questions all that people have all the time. So I wanted to give you a few tips today that I think will be really useful in our intention together and also using intention in your life. One of the huge mistakes people make is that they think that they should essentially let the universe decide and not make things too specific. If they figure that if they make something too specific, if something else comes up, their intention will somehow block the universe from giving them what they want. But in my experience with the 34 intention experiments I've run to date, and the many thousands of people that I've worked with intention, that nothing could be further than the truth. Essentially, the more specific we are, the more we tell the universe what we want, exactly what we want, the more likely we are to get it. So when you're framing your intention, make sure to say exactly what you want. If you need $293.67, make sure you specify that. Don't just give general round figures. I need more money, or I need a better job. What kind of job? Make it very, very specific. When we do healing intentions, when I do intentions of the week, or I do healing intentions with people, or even with my own Power of 8 group, we're very, very specific. We even note, we are doing intentions together for a member of our group with prostate cancer who has metastases in his spine. We're actually specifying the areas of the spine that have it and requesting that those metastases, those little spots on his spine, those traces of cancer, be immediately, permanently, and completely healed. So don't forget, and don't be afraid to be really specific. Now, on Power of 8 groups, I want to encourage all of you who are thinking of having a group to come along to my Connecting and Healing with the Power of 8 group, Facebook group. You can join up immediately. It doesn't require anything. You just have to ask to join. If you want to set up a group, there are loads of other people around the world, most likely some in your own time zone, who want to join in with you. So just connect with them and ask If you can join their existing group or have a shout out saying, hey, I live in this and so time zone, and I'd love to have others with me. Now, I want to make it really clear too that you don't have to have exactly 8. When I discovered the power of group intention, it was essentially an accident of putting people in small groups and having them do intention for some member of the group with a health challenge. And we got these amazing effects. We had, people who had migraines for years suddenly be healed. We had people with arthritis who could walk normally. We had people with cataracts who could see normally. And on and on and on it went. And so it has for the thousands of other groups that I've worked with so far. But I'll let you in on one big secret. Sometimes those groups are groups of 5, sometimes they're groups of 12. And all I've found is that what happens is the healing connection between the group is the most important factor. The ability to get into a state of oneness, the actual number doesn't matter. But when it gets to be beyond about 12, it gets a little unwieldy. So if possible, keep it between 8 and 12 or 5 and 12, whatever feels like a good number and whatever number you can get together. 8 is a little bit like a Goldilocks figure. It's not too small and it's not too big, and it works really well. But that's all it is. It's not an absolute necessity. So do find a group. It's such a healing mechanism for your own life in this time of tumultuous change. What we're lacking and what we need more than anything is community. And one of the most powerful ways to get over this uncertainty and fear is with a small group, a group that has your back, a group that wants to intend with you, a group that's always there for you, and that you can meet virtually, which is the second best thing to meeting in person. So I've got thousands of group people around the world meeting in groups, and make sure you do it too, because it's really going to help you in this time of need, of loneliness, of fear. So I also wanted to let you know too, because so many thousands of people ask us about this, is all of those rudimentaries of intention. As you probably know, every year I run this giant master class. It's become a real feature of my work and a centerpiece of my work because it goes on for an entire year. I get people into intensive training with me online. We have 10 sessions. I put them into groups and we monitor their progress and we send them tips and advice and get involved with them through the entire year. But lots of people want something even more foundational and have never done this really before. And so for them, I decided to start a new course, which is going to start October 3rd. And it's called Intention Essentials. And if you go on my website, lynnmctaggart.com, you'll find out all about it and all the things we're going to do to help people become intention masters. So if you have never done intention before, if you've never worked with me before, you may want to check this out. As I say, it's a 5-week course, and unlike a lot of courses, it's live and interactional. So you'll be doing experiential stuff with us live. You'll be able to ask me questions. You'll be working with other people in experiential small groups, and we're all going to have a lot of fun. And hopefully you'll learn a lot. So if you're interested, do check it out. So let's get back to Beirut. I hope you have seen what's been going on there. It's been an incredible tragedy. They're still trying to work out exactly what happened and why there was this extraordinary and untoward explosion in the city that has killed a number of people, injured thousands. They're still working out the total casualties. So I thought we should focus our intention there. So I'd like you to get comfortable as usual. Sit back, start to breathe deeply, and imagine that we're all in the same room, all the thousands of people that will be on this webcast and be here now and also later. Because as we found in quantum time, there is no such thing, that we can intend together now or even in the future. And it all still matters. It all still applies. It all still has an effect. So imagine we're all in the same room. We're holding hands. And let's even transport ourselves over to Beirut in Lebanon, where there's so much pain and suffering at the moment. And I've posted a little meme today about this too, and you can even focus on that. It'll be on my Facebook pages. But let's intend together that our intention is that all those injured from the explosion in Beirut be immediately and completely healed, that there be no further deaths, and that those who have lost loved ones also heal their grief. So transport yourself there. Let's take some deep inhales together and a deep exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And now on the inhalation, I want you to hold this intention. Our intention today is that all those injured from the explosion in Beirut be immediately, completely, and permanently healed, that there be no further deaths, and that those who have lost loved ones also heal their grief. Now bring that intention down to your heart as you imagine the people in Beirut who have been injured become healed today. They heal in record time. There are no more fatalities. You see the poor loved ones who are grieved by the sudden loss of their family members, their loved ones, their friends. Some healing in their hearts of grief. And just imagine the city pulling together as never before to heal itself from this terrible, terrible tragedy. As you transport yourself to Beirut and become a healing agent, let's hold that together. And allow your visualizations to go where they might. Feel the connection between yourself and everybody on this live broadcast. Feel the energy between everybody on this webcast. Feel the connection. Feel us all in the same room together as we imagine healing in Beirut. Feel the power as we do this intention together. Allow your mind to visualize a positive outcome, whatever that is. See it, feel it, taste it, smell it, hear it. Use your five senses to imagine healing. And when we're finished, feel free to write down what you've seen. Our intention today is that all those injured from the explosion in Beirut be immediately and completely healed, that there be no further deaths, and that those who have lost loved ones also heal their grief. See a massive healing effort by the entire city. Have all of the people there, and in other Arab countries, and in Lebanon, and in the West, come together for healing of this horrific explosion. Keep holding that intention for another minute or so. Okay. Let go of that intention. Trust the process. And in your own time, come back onto this broadcast. And do write down what you were seeing, what you were feeling during the intention. What visualizations did you come to? What visions were inside your head? Make sure to write them down. And do make sure to visit my website, lynnmctaggart.com, where you can click from the homepage, you can find out more about intention essentials or anything else. And there's going to be loads more things that I'm about to do in the coming weeks. So do make sure to check it out. But if you're interested in more information about how to do the very rudimentaries of intention, how to get it right, check it out. Check out my new course. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening. Let's keep praying for Beirut, and I'll see you at the same time next week. Thanks again. Take care.